Silence. मनसे तन से इमर्ज करो। अच्छा, चारों ओर की सर्व विशेष आत्माओं को सदा रूहानी पर्सनालिटी के नशे में रहने वाले आत्माओं को सदा बेआदम की सेवा में स्वयं को बिजी रखने वाली निमित्त विश्व कल्याणकारी आत्माओं को सदा ब्रह्मा बाप और जगदम्बा का सलोकन साकार में लाने वाले ऊंचते ऊंच नजर से ध्यान करने की सेवा में सदा रहने वाली पाप समान आत्माओं को बाप दादा और जगदम्बा माँ का याद प्यार और नमस्ते।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Know your specialty and use it. Each soul who has come into the godly family has one specialty or another. Know your specialty and use it. Whatever virtues you have, the virtue of sweetness, the virtue of love, use it, and all other virtues will come easily. Just as iron becomes like gold when it touches the alchemist's stone, in the same way, your company will make someone bitter sweet. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today is day 3. Inculcate the virtue of sweetness and love in your life, and all other virtues will easily come. Today's topic: know your specialty and use it. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, Baba's every sweet and lovely child and a special child. So I'm sweet, I'm lovely, I'm special and unlimited family. Not only Avyakti Parivar is just part of it, but all over the world, big, big family. Yesterday, Baba was telling us to have faith. So what faith today? Baba is saying, have faith that everyone is special. And Baba is asking everyone to recognize and to reveal, to tell what is your specialty, which you can use in God's work, Baba's task. And specialty are two, virtues or skills, right? There is recently one brother, a little bit because of some reasons, some of his abilities got reduced. But he always likes to do something for Baba. Be present at center. Then recently he built a very good some wooden structure. And so I said, oh, you know all that? Yeah, that's what I learned. So those who have love for Baba, they also like to change, adopt virtues and learn the skills. I remember even for myself, when I came to Baba, I didn't know anything to cook. And especially Toli, because we don't make sweets, right? In Lokik families, we order sweets from sweet makers and they send us or we buy. But when we come to Baba, then if anyone is visiting, first thing they say, let's make Toli. So Mama was coming to our center. So sisters keep telling me, you have to make something. I said, I don't know. Okay, we will teach you. So they taught me little bit of Mohanthal, little bit of Pera, Khoya. So I learned. So Mama was saying many don't learn because they feel if they know, they will be every time asked to make. So, but if they don't know, they will say, I don't know. So they won't make it. So some don't want to learn and some they always want to learn. But as you know that Baba always likes children, whatever is the need of the moment, you should be able to do it. Whatever is the need. If it's quickly, you have to make chapati or you have to make little toli or clean or do anything. Right? We should have all this, all virtues and all the skills. If sweetness brings all the virtues, then learning also brings all the skills, all. We will not say, I don't know to do this. I know. I can do it, right? That's Baba's blessings for us. To learn, to be all-rounder, and serve Baba's yagya in an unlimited way. For some souls, I thought this one won't know to do cooking or this, but then I come to know they all know. Is there anyone here who doesn't know cooking? Is there anyone? Everyone knows. Because if you have RBK, then you have to travel, you have to be in company of many people, right? So you need to know how to cook, right? So Baba is saying, know your specialties and use it. Each soul who has come into godly family has one specialty or another. So know your specialty and use it. Whatever virtues you have, the virtue of sweetness, the virtue of love, use it. And then all other virtues will come easily. Just as iron touches the alchemist's stone, in the same way, your company will make someone bitter, sweet. Because if you keep through your thoughts or through your words, continuously, if you are sweet and gentle and soft and slow, you keep to your specialty, then other person gradually changes. They are not at their own nature, but they take it. So the virtues and the specialties, virtues and the skills. You know, for some people, anything happened, we say, oh, this one is all-rounder, this one is a handy person. It's sisters or brothers. I know that some sisters don't know how to put nail in the wall, right? But I have sister who does everything. Change the bulb, change everything little. They don't have to sit and wait. Oh, brother has to come. Only brother will do that. Little things sisters can also do. It's our home, it's our family, it's yagya, Baba's task. So learn more and more. And everything. There are certain things you do as a young age. But then even afterwards, you can still do some things. And that's your specialty, offer of your specialty and virtue to Baba's Yagya. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, always a treat, always a surprise. Always,
Hello. Hello, Brother Eric.
Om Shanti, I am back. I'll work backwards from what you said. We need a few things at Harmony House. Which sister do you recommend to help out with? We got plenty to do.
Yeah, we don't give out the name, right?
Oh, that's too bad.
Because she's already very busy.
Very busy. I can believe that. There's a lot of fixing that's necessary. One of the items that struck me, and there were quite a few tonight, what you said and what was said in Hindi, and just the theme about that is that the virtues bring the skills. And one of the best examples I'm thinking about are when you talk about the Dadis. And in that sense that they came pretty much without a lot of skills, I'm assuming. They didn't know how the accounting, they didn't know a variety of things from the stories and the history with that, but they're a great example of the virtues allow us to have the skills. And so when we come to skills, it doesn't work the other way around. skilled people sometimes have a harder time collecting their virtues. It seems that they might get stuck in how good they do something, how great they are. But is that your experience also with the dadis and that process, that the virtues that we have bring skills?
I think that one of the important virtue is quality to learn, and also love for yagya. Of course, dadis didn't know anything. They came as young girls and from the families where they had to do nothing. So Baba got very good chefs to come, teach them to cook, a lot of variety of food. There were few older ones they knew, like Boli Dadi knew and some of the mothers, but majority of actually didn't know. And it's so interesting that they will clean the pots, they were taught. They will drive the car, clean the bus. Baba's daughter, Nimashanta, was in charge. She drove the bus, but also cleaned the bus. They will come together and clean. But even further than that, Baba himself, when they will dig the well, then they have to, after digging the well, they have to see if water is not coming by. So once Baba was going down to see why water is not coming, and everyone was, Baba, how can you do that? Why you go in? But then, so I think everything was taught to them, and they were happy to do Karma Yoga. Baba himself will sit with them and roll something which is very difficult, as they call it papar,
Mm.
or chapati, and even to make chapatis. So, you know that Vishwaratan Dada, Chandras Dada, they all used to roast chapatis on tawa. So I think that it's their love, it's their love for learning, love for Baba, love for Yagya. It's amazing how they took care of everything. And cooking was not for 10, 20, but 350 people have to just imagine dal they were making or rice they were making. It's quite I remember when I went also, I cooked few things for them. It takes like, we start in the morning and until 1 o'clock, whenever is their lunchtime. It's quite many hours, and you stand on this wood fire, and we cooked, and I know there's a lot of smoke, but you don't mind anything at that time because of the love. Baking totally, cutting totally, giving totally, but most important was relationships,
Mhm. Okay.
because it's an art to live with 250 or 300 people. To live together, it's not very easy, right? So I
Um,
think that they use the virtues, right?
um, I don't think we have um, in the United States any opportunity to work with that many. I'm assuming that Peace Village, in my awareness, is the largest gathering of Brahmins that live together. And so they have the best chance to replicate and duplicate the activities of a large family. But most of us are in very small gatherings. And so is it easier or harder, do you think, to be in a big group, or kind of, I don't want to say it in the wrong way, but just be focused in with a few people all the time?
Mm.
Which might be better for us in our growth, if it makes a difference?
I think that everyone should go for a while to Peace Village, few days, and see what they can learn and how they can be with the people. And yeah, I mean, I have lived always with, like, in Delhi, anywhere at the center where are between 13 to 15, not more than that, because generally that's the When these days in India, there are 30, 40 big, community there. But I have stayed, and I like to be together with people. And I love to see that, our kitchen with mothers and we all together. And so it's kind of good energy than one person doing everything. And so I feel that, yeah, it's good to live together. Mm. And no, I like when Baba said today in Murli that if you transform yourself, then you get garland of victory. But if there is no one there, you don't need to transform. You can be what you are, because you don't connect, and you are in your own world. You decide for yourself. You do everything for yourself. But I don't know how will they get the garland of victory.
It's very easy to agree with yourself when you're the only one there.
No, there is a saying that one soul person said, was in race and I got number one. So other person, how many were in the race? Oh, I was alone. So that's some people live with.
Yeah.
That anyway, I am master, I can do anything. But those who have to follow Srimad and they have to be together, cooperating wherever, whatever is the need, definitely will have to have more powers or will adopt to more virtues and powers. No?
Yeah. The more opportunities they have to interact and discover how not to work with just one or two people, but there's a variety, and there's also the great chance to learn from others that not everything is the same. And that person who ran the race, they came in first, but they also came in last.
No, but also you get certificate of people living with you and love you wherever even they go. They learned a lot. I remember when I was in New York, we were in apartment. So Dadi, many sisters came. So I always cooked. And so some of the things like gulab jamun, samosa, jalebi, these things, everyone doesn't know. But I knew, so I used to make, they learn. Now they are in other countries, other centers, and they make it. From where you learned? Oh, learned from Sister Mohini. Oh, really? You learned this? So I always feel that one should attempt to learn everything. Not only sisters, but brothers. You should learn how to make pakora. You should learn how to make samosa. Like in Madhuban, all the brothers cook, and they cook very good. Not only cooking, but many things I think is good to learn.
So are you saying I should spend a few months in Madhuban and learn those cooking things?
Or in Peace Village.
All right. Well, maybe I'll be able to spend some time there. That sounds a great invitation. That's good. The topics of sweetness and love and finding our virtues and specialties. How does one, in your experience and kind of seeing many of us grow, recognize when someone is using their specialty and knows their specialty and has kind of learned about themselves? Is there a certain process that you've seen individuals go through, or do we automatically know? Because I was playing with that question. If somebody asked me today, what's my specialty? It would probably be different than what it was last week or what I would answer next week. So I'm not quite convinced about if I only have one and if that's the only one that is the basis of everything else that comes along.
No, I think we have some specialties which are very common and they stay. It's not they change every week. But yes, I could be adopting to new one every week. But let's say my specialty is I like to cooperate. anyone doing anything, I like to help and see how I can, cooperate. So that is a specialty. As I said, there are two types of specialty. One is virtue, another is skill. Skills we can learn, but virtue some we have, and of course we can keep learning. We are better and better. There are some people, they can only do things on their own. They don't know how to cooperate. So they can easily distance themselves. But I feel this cooperation is, I always notice willingness to help and be cooperative, be together. So with that virtue, I think it becomes very easy to be together, but also learn a lot.
Yeah.
Skills also.
One of the
I was sharing in Hindi that I didn't know anything, but I learned everything. Whatever yajna needs anytime, I know that once there was a security, one of the minister was visiting in Om Shanti Bhavan, and I was sitting in front and I was hearing some noise at the back. So I looked at the back. So at one of the door entrance, there was some kind of little fight was going on. So I went there and I said, what's on? And tried to help them because some didn't had the badge or whatever, was trying to enter and security was not allowing. So I went there. So I have done wherever Yajna needed me. Just jump there and help in whatever way you can. And I had a personality, everyone had to listen what I say, whether it is security or other Brahmins. So many things we did, need of the time, use our specialty.
very good. I'm listening, and that quality of being able to learn stands out. And I'm connecting that with what has been Baba's guidance in the Murlis, and that's to say Haji. And that willingness to, okay, I might not know, but let me try, or let me say yes, or let me see what evolves. Because thinking of yesterday's Murli, with that faith that if I put myself in a situation, it'll work out somehow. I will learn, there'll be benefits. And so that Haji mentality seems to be a great benefit for increasing our skills and virtues.
But also when family feels support from us, that we are willing to support, I think that is very good. Let's say I call someone late night, it's urgent, and that person says, yes, I will come and I will help you out. I mean, that memory stays in life for whole day. I mean, whole life, that I call this one helped me, or, there are certain moments where Haji is very important, because you are really supporting. And that means if there is emergency, I know that if I call this person, will always say yes. Other might say, oh no, my car is not working, this is not happening. There will always be some excuse or not. So I think, as Baba said, we are a big family. So use the virtues, whatever you have in your heart, be cooperative, say Hanji, give support, and I think that's our strength.
Yeah.
That's our collective love and sweetness.
It definitely is. Having that awareness that there are other family members of the Brahmin family, other souls who will step in, who want to make things work out. That feeling, it gives great power and a willingness to do things that you might not do on your own. I can't do this, but if others are going to be around and help, and things get accomplished that way. It's quite amazing, and that's probably one of the best feelings of a family or of a parivar, is that we are coming together and working together and doing things that we can't do on our own, and seeing the success of that joint activity.
Yeah, so generous heart, no?
Yeah.
Not like for very self-centered, but generous heart, unlimited love. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely that's the beauty of the big family, God's family.
Yeah, excellent. There was a time when we shared with each other a nice little game. We've done this at Harmony House. We did this at Peace Village in a couple of retreats where you can put a piece of paper down with your name on it, or you can tie something on somebody's back with a little tape, and people write down your quality or your virtue, or what is special about you. And so at the end of the activity or the event, you have a list of probably, depending on how many people are there, 10, 12, 14 qualities, virtues that others see in you. And it's a really nice experience to feel how others see you in that positive way. So
Hmm. That's
that,
very nice.
yeah, that process that works out very well in a good gathering, and it's anonymous, so you can be very honest about how you see what is the skill that you see, or the virtue specialties that you see in the other. Creates a
Yeah,
very
so
nice feeling.
maybe we will do it during Avyakti Parivar retreat in Peace Village, so everyone can have that experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works a little better when you know the person. Just putting something out, but it can work with others when they say, well, this is the quality I see in you on a short term. Okay, this is the love I feel. Or that was very interesting also when somewhere tonight that we should have that quality and even have it in our body. And so if we are full of love or sweetness, that somehow that's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be smelt, but it's going to be felt and recognized through multiple ways. I think that's
Yeah.
a wonderful quality.
That's good. Anyway, you have many, so congratulations.
Well, thank you. And I've learned many with you. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's good.
Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. And I believe at this time there is a little resetting going on. And so at the Parivar, the family, they might be adjusting a few things. And I've been asked to share just for a moment or two before the Avyakt Bhavan picture has changed, because I believe that the family there has some company, and it's possible you might not know the brother who's going to come on. And Murli Bai is his name, and I find it quite fascinating to have the name of Murli. Coming from that, it would be like if in the West someone was called Bible. Okay, it's just kind of an interesting name to me, Murli Bai. But he's a wonderful brother who has been in New York and New Jersey for the past half year or so, because he was a very instrumental brother in Baba's gathering in Malaysia. And so he's come here to help out with a variety of things. And so he's on the United Nations team, and he is a very well educated politician, a university lecturer, and long CV biodata. But he is here to share some of his inspirations, blessings, and he has a wonderful yellow Shiv Baba supporting him and kind of showing off his skills and virtues. And so at this time, Murli Bai, welcome to the Parivar, and great to see you almost in person.
Thank you, Brother Eric. Thank you, Didi, for giving me this opportunity, to share my experience in US. So I've been in US, I think in 2004, I think, for a conference. I came, but I've never stayed for more than 1 week. But this time I had an opportunity to stay longer. I'm already here for 8 months. So from early days of coming to becoming Baba's children, I had the thought of serving, in a very big scale, and UN was something that always came into my mind. So last year during the integrated retreat, I had this thought that this should materialize. So I had this opportunity to come over. The first thing is like the weather, no? So where
Nice,
I come
huh?
from in Malaysia, yes, it's tropical. It's nice all the way. It's warm and humid. But I had fortune of coming here during the summer, so it slowly built up. The cold weather. The temperature went down, so I could manage
Acclimate.
to
Yep.
climate. So now I can withstand the cold temperature. So it's good.
Very good.
That's one
Congratulations.
good thing. Yes. And then another thing is that I learned a lot from being here, because the way the celebration is being done is very different from the way it's being done in the other side of the Brahman world.
The celebration, what celebration are
Yeah,
you referring?
like when you do some Raki festivals, similarity is there, but there are some differences that I could feel. Mm. So that is one thing that I learned a lot from here. And when I first came here, I had an opportunity to be in the gathering of the regional retreat, no?
Okay, at Peace
Regional,
Village. Yep.
yes, in Peace Village, regional, and then also the America. So I met all the instruments of this America, Caribbean region, and also the US instruments, So it was very good to know the whole family in this side of the world. Normally we only hear about them or communicate with them for international service, but now you can meet many of them. It's very interesting, yes.
Great.
And in the UN service, um, I personally feel is that the UN service is not a conventional service that we do in the center. In
Correct.
the center, we do physical service, and then we give course, we give talks, we give do activities, sustenance. But in UN service, it's more on this VIP service, creating friends, creating contacts, bringing them closer, participating in activities. We cannot promote Brahma Kumaris directly to the UN. And that's why when people ask, what are you doing there? A lot of things we are doing. But,
What are
it's
you doing?
very incognito way, We meet people, we make friends, we become committees of the UN organizations, and then we do programs with them, we get to know them, we invite them to Baba's office.
Yep.
We have a very beautiful office in the UN.
Very nice.
So VIP service is something that I really learned a lot here, how to go about doing it. And I'm spending time to work with the youths.
Okay. How are you
youth.
spending time with the youth?
Yes, of course, we have a good number of youths in Edison Center.
And that's where you're located.
Yes. Initially, they are there, but now they started to come for Murli class, and then they started to come for regular sustenance class, So the family it's good to see them changing, to see them being involved in the Baba's activities, service, and also in the Murlis, having in-depth understanding of Gyan. So that was something that is very nice there. Of course, I had the fortune of being here in Manhattan also. I used to take the train from Edison, get down at the New York station, and then walk to the UN. But of course, Manhattan is along the way, So I always visit Manhattan Center, and help in Baba's service there. So it's a good opportunity to know that family also.
So you
And
get three families in Edison and Manhattan and the UN
the
gathering.
UN, yes, plus the Global Harmony House, plus the Peace Village that we always go,
Okay.
So it's nice. And
Great.
my first experience of snow in this physical birth,
Yeah.
at this time. So it was nice. So the very different style of, I'm so exposed to the Asian culture, but now I am also exposed to the American culture. It's very nice to learn all these cultures, And another thing that I had a fortune of, after my 6 months stay, I had a fortune of going to Panama and spending 2 weeks time with the Panama family and involved in service, especially serving the VIPs and universities and the ambassadors. So it was a good experience being there, and also being with brother Diego there and giving a course. I'll be giving course and he'll be translating in Spanish.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we completed the whole course, and I think 6 of them completed the course and they started to come for Murli. So it was a good experience being there. So it's a great fortune for me to be here, and this work will carry on.
Good. Well, it's wonderful that you kind of took a little break from your university job and that you might actually be working for the government of Malaysia or actually possibly for the United Nations directly itself. So there must be some sort of virtue and speciality that you have. And if you had to, how would you say your main virtue specialty is?
Okay. One thing that comes to my mind is a surrendered intellect. So if I am like what Didi was mentioning, when something has to be done, I will not say no. I will learn it and I will do it.
Okay.
And nothing is a limit for Baba's service, and just surrender in such a way that Baba can use you to do whatever he wants to do. So my weaknesses and my I don't have the talent should not stop me from Baba to use me to do Baba's work. So I have been using that to make things happen. I have done many things that I don't even know that I could do it, since I came to Gyan.
There you go. That will carry you very far. That's wonderful, Murli Bhai.
Thank you, Eric Bhai.
Good to see you. Great to chat. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों प्यारे बच्चों।
अब हमें कलयुगी से बदलकर सतयुगी बनना है। ये सारा ज्ञान हमने किस लिए लिया? 5000 वर्ष अब समाप्त हो चुके हैं। लोगों को हम सिद्ध करके बताते हैं कि कल्प की आयु केवल 5000 वर्ष है और अरबों वर्ष या करोड़ों वर्ष नहीं है। ये बताने का भाव क्या है कि कलयुग जा रहा है, सतयुग आ रहा है, अब आप बदलो। चेंज करो अपने आप को, सतयुग के अनुकूल बनाओ और कलयुग की आदतें छोड़ो, समय बदलने वाला है। तो टोटली हमारे ज्ञान का जो एक नारा है, जो हमारे जीवन में पुरुषार्थ के लिए भी हमारे पास एक मेन पहले जो सारा एक नींव है, उसकी धुरी है, उसका पिवटल पॉइंट है, वो मेनली यही है कि हमने परिवर्तन करना है। बहुत दफा आप देखते हैं बाबा से कई दफा पूछा जाता है कि बाबा ये विनाश कब होगा, सतयुग कब आएगा, तो बाबा क्या कहते हैं, बच्चे ये आप की जो अपनी बदलने की प्रक्रिया है वो पूरी हो चुकी है। आमतौर से बाबा मिसाल देते हैं कि जैसे स्टेज पर एक्टर्स होते हैं, तो वो एक्टर्स जब तैयार हो जाएं तब वहां से पर्दा हटाया जाता है, कर्टन पुल किया जाता है। और अगर कोई धोती बांध रहा हो, कोई कुर्ता पहन रहा हो, कोई पाउडर लगा रहा हो, उस वक्त कर्टन पुल कर दिया जाए तो लोग हंसेंगे और वो भी भागेंगे बेचारे। तो इसलिए बाबा ये कहते हैं कि आप मेरे से पूछते हो विनाश कब होगा, और मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ कि आप तैयार हो, मैं इस ड्रामा का सीन ड्रॉप करूं, अब नया सीन शुरू हो, इसका कर्टन पुल अपार्ट करूं। बाबा हमसे ये पूछते हैं कि आप आधार मूर्त हो और उद्धार मूर्त हो, सारी सृष्टि का परिवर्तन आपके कारण से रुका हुआ है। आप आधार मूर्त और उद्धार मूर्त हो, आप नहीं चेंज होगे तो सृष्टि कैसे चेंज होगी। मैं बदलूंगा तो विश्व बदलेगा। यहाँ तक बाबा हमारी जिम्मेवारी बताते हैं कि आप बच्चों की इतनी रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि आप बदलेंगे तो संसार बदलेगा। आपकी वजह से संसार रुका हुआ है। सतयुग जो नहीं आ रहा है वो आपकी वजह से लेट हो रहा है। जैसे कोई 5 व्यक्तियों ने इकट्ठा जाना हो और एक व्यक्ति लेट कर दे और 4 व्यक्ति और भी गाड़ी से रह जाएं या लेट हो जाएं, उनको भी बहुत चिंता लग जाए कि हम भी लेट हो रहे हैं। ये वही बात हो गई एक प्रकार से कि बाबा हमें कहते हैं कि आपकी वजह से विश्व का परिवर्तन भी रुका हुआ है, क्योंकि आप आधार मूर्त और उद्धार मूर्त। तो इस कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस इस परिवर्तन की है। तो जब हम ये समझ लें कि पहला हमारा जो लक्ष्य है, चाहे नर से नारायण बनना, चाहे मनुष्य से देवता बनना, चाहे उड़ती कला को प्राप्त करना, जो कुछ भी कोई भी नाम दे दो, लेकिन उसके जो एक सेंट्रल पॉइंट जो उसका है, जिस पर ये सारा कुछ घूमता है, वो है परिवर्तन की कला। परिवर्तन नहीं हुआ तो इनमें से कुछ भी नहीं बन सकते। कोई भी मनोरथ हमारा, कोई भी लक्ष्य सिद्ध नहीं हो सकता। दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग। अब हम ये देखें कि परिवर्तन कैसे शुरू होता है, हम में परिवर्तन कैसे आए। ये जो थोड़ा सा समय रह गया है, इसमें परिवर्तित होके जो हमने बनना है फाइनल स्टेज, वो हमारी कैसे प्राप्त हो। तो उसके लिए हमें बाबा की जो जीवन कहानी है, बाबा का जीवन जिस प्रकार से परिवर्तित हुआ, वो अगर हम अपने सामने रख लें तो हमें एक गाइडलाइन, आउटलाइन मिल जाएगी। उनमें से जो मुख्य बातें हैं, जब आप बाबा की जीवन कहानी सुनते हैं, बहुत सारी बातें जो हैं वो जीवन में सारी हैं तो सब लाभदायक, लेकिन कुछ ऐसी हैं जिसको हम अंडरलाइन हमें करना चाहिए, जो बाबा के जीवन में भी परिवर्तनकारी बनी। विशेष रूप से जो पहला नंबर नर से नारायण बने, उनके जीवन में परिवर्तन कैसे आया। बाबा जो कहते हैं फॉलो फादर,
Om Shanti Avyakt Parivar. So tomorrow is Sunday and I was scheduled from Amritwala 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, followed by meditation, Bog offering and Avyakt English Murli. Until 9:30, translation will be available. In the evening, 6 o'clock, meditation will start, followed by Spotlight, Drishti sharing, Hindi series, English series, and Avyakt Journey. Welcome to Avyakt Journey, Avyakt Murlis from 1969. multi-million-fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 11th of July, 1972. Increasing decision power, realizing the qualities of the Father. Knowing the specialities of the present time, have you imbibed all the powers and made yourself a special soul? Just as you speak of the specialities of this time, in the same way, do you see those specialities in yourself? Are there as many specialities in the self, Swaman, as there are of the time, Samay? Or is it that there are more specialities of the time and less of the self? How much difference do you think there is between the time and the self? Is there a difference? Are you powerful? Or is the time powerful? At present, the time is powerful, though the self should be powerful. If you say it should be this, then what is the difference between non-Gyani and weak souls of the world and you Gyani souls, you Master Almighty Authority souls? Even those people say it should be like this, it should be like that. If you also say it should be like this, then what is the difference? That is the difference between those who have knowledge and those who don't. People say that it should be like this or that, whereas knowledgeable souls do not say this, but they demonstrate it practically. Those people simply speak about it, whereas knowledgeable souls do it practically. That is the difference. They simply speak about it, whereas you do it. If you even now say it should be like this, then what is the difference? Ask yourself, what are the specialities of the time? And out of those specialities, what specialities do I lack in myself? If even one speciality is missing, would I be able to be in the list of those who are special souls? I would not, would I? Make a list of the specialities of this time, and you will be able to see many specialities. Out of those specialities, what is the elevated speciality of this time? This is a time of the confluence age that we are passing through, is it not? It is a time to become elevated. But what is the greatness of this time that cannot exist at any other time? The speciality of the confluence age is that every second of the confluence age is a sweet mela in which souls have a meeting with the Father. No other age has this speciality, which you can call the meeting of the Father and the children. Do you constantly imbibe this speciality in yourself as you move along? Just as every second of the confluence age is a mela, in the same way, do you experience yourself to be celebrating a meeting with the Father at every second? Or while moving along in this elevated mela, do you sometimes let go of Bap Dada's hand and thereby deprive yourself of the mela and of celebrating a meeting? Sometimes some children get lost in a mela. They let go of their parents' hand. A mela is for celebrating with happiness. If some children in a mela become separated from their parents, or they let go of their parents' hand, then what attainment will they have? Instead of happiness, they will become even more anxious. Om Shanti.
हर्षित मुख जो